Hello everyone, my name is Caitlin Hogue, and the project that I'm going to be working on this semester is hosting a volleyball tournament. So Wesleyan's volleyball coach, she has just recently opened up a club in West Virginia, so she is looking into hosting a tournament, and she wants to host a tournament here at Wesleyan. And for the tournament, it's going to be a 2-day tournament, so we're going to hold it on a weekend, so Saturday and Sunday. And for the tournament, so one of the days is going to be for the 14-year-old division, and then the other day will be for the 15-year-old age group. So for each day, she wants to get 12 teams to compete in each of the tournaments, and she will charge $200 for the fee to have each team compete in the tournament. And for the purpose of the tournament is for Wesleyan to raise money, Wesleyan's volleyball team to raise money to purchase a new net system, because the current net system that they have now is kind of old and worn and torn. So the coach wants to get a new net system in order to use to compete next year. So that's kind of the purpose of the tournament, and some kind of major things involved in hosting the volleyball tournament is, like I said, contacting teams. The coach wants to have 12 teams for each of the days, so being able to reach out to local clubs, advertise, and making sure that we're going to be able to get 12 teams for each of the days, so a total of 24 teams. Another component is going to be contacting Wesleyan or the physical plant in order to reserve gym time for whatever weekend that we want to host the tournament. Another major thing is booking hotels. So the teams that are going to be coming to this tournament, they probably aren't from around here, or are going to have to drive a decent amount. So we're going to have to book a block of hotels for them to be able to stay. Another thing is hiring officials, so reaching out to local refs to see if they are available and willing to work and help us out for that weekend. Another component is ordering and purchasing t-shirts. So the winners of the tournaments, they're going to receive a free t-shirt, and then we're also going to sell tournament t-shirts to also be able to generate a profit. And then finally, we're going to have to look for volunteers. So we're thinking right now we're going to have Wesleyan's volleyball team help with hosting the tournament. So they'll help with, we're going to have a concession stand, so they'll help run the concession stand. And then we're also going to need help with working and statting the book for each of the games. So they'll probably, we'll hopefully get a couple volunteers from the team. So those are some of the major components that are going to go into hosting the tournament. Some risks involved, obviously, are injuries. So whether those are serious or minor injuries, that's one of the components that we're going to have for one of our risks. So in order to help with that, we're thinking about having Wesleyan's athletic training staff be on site for both of the days for the tournament, just to help in case if there were to be an injury. And then another risk is a competitive risk, and that is possible other tournaments going on. So we want to make sure that when we do host the tournament, that when we're planning for the day, we want to make sure that there aren't other tournaments going on, because we do want to get 12 teams for each of the days in order to host the tournament. So for our budget, like I said, we're going to charge each team $200 to be able to compete in the tournament, so that'll be one way that we can generate a profit. And then we can also generate money from the concession stand sales and also the t-shirt sales. So for the costs or expenses for the tournament, we're going to have to pay the refs. We're also going to have to buy the food and drinks, various things for the concession stand, so that'll be another expense. And then also the expense for purchasing t-shirts. So we're thinking the t-shirts are probably going to be $10 to $12, and we're going to purchase about 100 of them, and then we're going to sell them for about $15. So that will all be taken into consideration for our budget. And the coach is looking in, she's kind of wanting to earn about like $4,000 to $5,000 for this volleyball tournament, which will be very helpful and beneficial for them in order to purchase a new system to use for next year's competition for Wesleyan's volleyball team. And so this concludes my video for my project.